was
The
thinking.
world can hear us. The
Sweet.
whole entire world. Get this fucker ready.
Yeah, so really, I'm just gonna be asking you questions
Oh, yeah,
as
no-
we
no
go,
worries.
because like I couldn't, I didn't find much on you.
Oh, there's not much of me on there,
But if you do search your name and then put Edmonton to it, there's like a weird photo of you in images, like in a suit like this, looking all sexy and stuff.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my Christmas present that I gave to a bunch of strippers.
that's awesome.
I printed that on coffee mugs
Oh, really?
That's fucking
That's
amazing.
awesome.
because they were all doing Secret Santas, and I was like, these bitches left me out. So I went and got like 8 of them made for the whole lineup,
Yeah.
and then I just left them all in their like workstations.
That's
when they were doing their
amazing.
gift exchange, so they're all thinking like, "Oh, somebody, these
Left
all came
us
from
some,
somebody
man.
else,
Yeah.
right?"
Just you.
And then they
All just
open them
you.
up. It's like, hey,
You're welcome.
Leisure Suit Larry,
Nice.
like,
Awesome.
you know, like just.
My
Yeah.
cousin had me house sit one Christmas,
Mhm.
so he had like a bearskin rug, so I got naked and took
Yeah,
a photo
yeah,
in
yeah.
front of it and sent it to him.
Yeah,
awesome.
Bobby's got some like that too, and he's choking a rubber chicken in it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I remember when he took those ones. Fuck, I've known that kid forever.
Good to go?
Oh yeah.
You know the format, obviously.
Mhm.
Hey, on tonight's episode, we're joined by Gavin Fitzpatrick, or the only Gavin ever if you're on Instagram. So we're gonna talk to him, and then we're gonna see what happens. Ivan, hit the drop.
Welcome to the Awesome Hour.
I am the smartest man alive!
This is the source for all the things you didn't or even want to know, including all our bad life choices and mistakes, so you can stay awesome.
Hey, what's up? I'm Alex,
Jim Pell, Ivan.
and we're joined by.
Gavin,
What's up, Gavin?
not much, man. Just,
If you're sitting in the basement, who the fuck's watching besides Brooks?
that could be a good
Probably
question.
nobody. Shout out to Brooks.
Yeah,
How the fuck's it going, dude?
pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Welcome to the Awesome Hour, filmed in suburbia, which you'd
thank you.
never know by the background set.
That was a great set.
Yeah, you like
It's a
it?
great set. I love it.
Sick. You're looking fresh. You're smelling amazing.
Thank you,
Repping
thank you.
Edmonton.
Always, always.
You found the place okay, obviously?
Oh yeah.
Even
yeah.
though we've already had this like pre-chat, we're
No,
just,
it's
like,
all good.
running
it's all
through the
good.
bases.
Yeah, we got to run through it for the listeners, right?
How
So-
the fucking dude? How's it? No Whitford tonight, no Corbo tonight, but we
Man.
got twice the man, as in Gavin. Gavin,
Well-
what's up?
Oh, nothing too much. Just got back from Banff for the weekend. Had a wedding that went out to out there. So.
Yeah, how was that?
And so many
pretty
weddings this
decent.
weekend.
Oh, dude, it was pretty nuts out there for weddings too. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, like there was the one that we were at in one room, and there's probably like 4 others.
Did the weddings just get together and make an ultimate wedding party?
No.
That should
No.
happen like a Voltron of weddings.
No, and then there was like a doctor's summit, like
Oh, fuck.
and it was like wasn't just any doctor's summit; it was
Yeah.
a plastic surgeon summit. And I was
so
like,
they were looking fresh.
oh, like I was just laughing because I was like, man, like that's where all these Lamborghinis and like these
McLarens.
Alpina BMW
Yeah, yeah.
750s are like parked it from. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's all big money.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's some money here.
yeah.
And
There's
then
some
me.
fuck money.
There's some fuck money. There's that
As
plastic
Virgil
surgery.
would call it, right? Fuck money.
The fuck
right?
money.
So
They got a 6 skate park in Banff. I don't know if you skate, but yeah, they got a wicked.
yeah, well,
just built.
Unlimited been rocking it forever for the supplies down there, right?
Fuck yeah,
So,
yeah, there we go, yeah.
Always got to stop in and on.
They have a
Unlimited.
wicked logo. It's like the horns and
Mhm.
stuff, and wicked storefront.
totally 90s, like
Oh, right?
like straight 94, and that's just like
that
pure
shit's
classic.
cool again,
Yeah,
though. It's,
it's
come
so
back
classic.
around.
Like, look at all the kids wearing Thrash or never even like read their magazine,
Right?
So
I just picked up the newest Thrash. They have a wicked article with Jeff Raleigh, because what year is it? He just 20 years of Vans, that dude.
Mhm.
20 years with Vans.
Oh shit, really?
So, Gavin, I'm going to get to brass tacks. You're a bit of a fucking enigma on the internet. You're everywhere, but you're nowhere. So I'm going to
That's the
treat
point.
you like you're the internet, and I'm going to search you, but in person. Does that make sense?
a little bit, yeah.
I'm going to pick your brain. Let's talk, Gavin.
All right.
Let's get down to it. So, Gavin, you're a little bit of a multimedia guru. You're spinning lots of plates, doing lots of things. But I want to get to know early Gavin before he was filming documentaries, making web series, and just taking wicked awesome photos of awesome people. So, Gavin, what's your backstory? What's your origin story, your superhero story?
Well, I am a NAIT graduate there from the RTA program.
Nice, okay.
So that was a fun time, which is going to bleed into one of my documentary program
Your
subjects.
things, okay.
So we'll get into that part later on.
So you're growing up, you're a whippersnapper, you're like, I want to do something in entertainment. So you pursue Nate.
Yeah, that was like the quickest solution. I mean, like Vancouver was there for me in school
Yeah.
too. Like I went out there for a little bit, but like to really come and do the NAIT program was the easiest one for me at the time.
Did you go through Nate with any names like your Fearless Freds or your Rhyme Eyes or anybody that blew up in the
Pretty
local
like
scene?
Rymai was just like after me.
Okay.
So it was kind of funny as he's like there, and like I've known
You were froshing them when
I've-
you were on your way
well,
out.
I grew up with Fearless Fred too.
Okay.
So we're North Side boys.
North Side? What side of North Side? What's North Side for you?
Londonderry.
London. See, I grew
Yeah,
up in the
Londonderry,
Downs.
Cherry Grove. You know,
In the
like
Downs. We looked at you guys.
little closer over to CV. You know, like a lot of my friends were little hood rat, but like I'm not
Spent
gonna
a-
complain.
Spent a lot of time at the old Clairview skate
Yeah.
park, the old
Shout
modular.
shout out to all the Lebanese brothers in Geneva Gardens, like kicking
Walla
the shit out of
bros.
everybody.
Walla bros.
Walla cousin,
Yeah.
Walla. Got a
Sweet.
donair shop and a barber shop together, bro.
The freaking Lebanese guys on my block own both barber shops because they didn't want competition. That's just ingenious.
And they're probably cousins.
probably.
That's the way it usually happens. Is like the guy that they hate the most is someone that they're related to. Like I
Seriously.
grew up with quite a few of them, and that was
Yeah.
always the way it was. Like, oh, I hate that guy. It's like, but you guys are like first cousins. It's
Yeah.
like, that's why I hate him even more.
Are you ME?
No, I
alum?
went to school out in the West End for high school.
Where'd you go to school,
St.
JP?
FX.
Me too.
Yeah.
What year? I'm
2000
05.
2001.
Oh shit. I
Yeah.
was just coming in as you were getting
yeah,
out.
that's right.
Fucking.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
I got a funny story about one of our old teachers from at one of the shows I was working not too
Oh
long
yeah?
ago.
You want to drop it or you want to
Saw
save it for
Mr.
after?
Kreese rocking out in the mosh pit
Seriously?
at Steel Panther, and I was pretty proud to see him
That's
giving it.
amazing.
Yeah, that was
So before now we've left the origin story behind. How is Steel Panther? You were hanging out with Steel Panther. What the fuck?
Are they that crazy?
they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. I
Cool.
mean, like most of those bands are pretty tame. Like
Yeah.
after backstage,
I
like
mean, it's a show. You got to do the thing on stage.
oh, they'll do their thing on the show where it's just like we got a fucking 8-hour drive to fucking Saskatoon.
No, legit.
Like fuck this,
Uh.
I'm out of here. Like I'm not getting drunk. I'm not dealing with a hangover on the
Yeah.
bus. Like so yeah, no, like a lot of bands are really cool, like personally.
Yeah.
And they're not the character that you think, a lot of them, but some of them are the character. Like it's like the gimmick.
Some of them get high on their own
has,
supply.
the gimmick has crossed the line.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
they don't know where
it
reality and
turns
the
off,
gimmick is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Nate before we get
So,
to that.
yeah.
Mr. Kreese, he was rocking out to
Yeah,
Steel Panther.
dude, he
That's
was.
fucking
Yeah, it was
nuts.
awesome seeing my old physics teacher just giving her.
YFX. I wanted to get. Everyone was going to O'Leary when I,
I
was
didn't want to
coming up.
fucking go to O'Leary.
Me neither, bud. Did
Like,
we
that
just
was
become
it.
best friends?
I think so.
The 150. Did
Yeah.
you bust it or did you have a license?
Oh, dude, 150 for
150 for
150
life.
Yeah.
We were probably on the same
And then
bus
my old
together.
man would drop me off, right? Like
My mom
so,
worked at the hospital. She'd drive me.
Yeah.
I'd take the bus home.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, Gavin, we're the same, dude, but
yeah,
you're way
150,
cooler.
yeah, and then we'd have to like chill at Northgate and see whatever
Oh,
Queenie drama
God.
bullshit would happen there.
Just
like,
stay the fuck out of it, man. You just
dude,
back it
Northgate
up.
Terminal was like the shit for like
the
fuck
Wild
reality
West.
TV show. Just go to Northgate Terminal.
Seriously.
Go.
Yeah, it was watch it go was literally all you'd have to do
Mm-hmm.
is just sit back, like especially if you were like the quiet nerdy white kid, you'd just
Right.
be like,
Shut the
no
fuck
one's
up.
gonna do anything to me because I am invisible to them.
You're
right?
listening
Like-
to your Discman just hoping no one steals your bus pass.
Yeah.
That was me.
or your Discman.
I hid that in my pants. They had to go in my crotch. Anyways, so never borrow my Discman. Fun fact, because it's been on my balls.
That explains a lot.
So you go through Nate, and then what?
And then I ended up getting a job with Universal Music,
Yeah.
and I was like kind of doing the street team stuff, and
Okay.
a lot of promo and marketing.
This is
and,
pre-social media. So when you say
it was-
street team,
Well,
you
this
were
was MySpace. This was like the cusp of the
starts,
MySpace
yeah.
start, right?
Enter
Like,
Nexopia.
yeah, so Nexopia, MySpace era, and yeah, there was budgets for advertising with record labels
Yeah.
back then, and you know it was a big team that we had nationwide. We would literally go and just poster and sticker everything, and
So
like,
how do you trip and fall into a deal with Universal?
I just like got lucky.
Yeah.
I literally got lucky on that one.
That's
and,
awesome.
And because of working with Universal,
Yeah.
got to know the people at Union Events.
Yeah.
Worked with them on a few things. I was like, it all started from being a volunteer at the Starlight Room getting
Yeah.
people to sign up for those memberships.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Like,
awesome.
That's literally
That's-
where it started.
Huh.
So if you're young and you're listening,
So yeah,
they're
it's-
still making
it's-
us sign up for those fucking
I know,
memberships.
and you know,
No.
it's so sad that like they're zoned for that members only
Oh,
liquor license still.
Fuck,
like,
man.
like
Oh, is that why they do that?
That's why because when they first opened as the Starlight Room
Yeah.
from the Rev, they weren't issuing new liquor licenses because of all the bullshit that was going
So it
on
had to be like a
further on in
club
Jasper.
thing.
So they were like, okay, well, we became a members only club. So that's how they got around that, and then
Yeah.
it was the whole venue thing it was a liquor license.
Yeah.
So
no
but they-
shit.
But it's all digital now too. But I can never
Yeah.
the fucking app. If you're listening, Starlight Room, it always crashes.
Fix your fucking app.
But anyways,
Tyson.
I'm gonna tag you in this episode, Tyson. That app crashes all the time, and I'm always giving $5.
listen to the people, Tyson. I have nothing to do with what their opinion is on this. So.
No, the opinion of those at the Awesome Hour does not reflect those of Gavin.
Unless he agrees with us.
So you go into Universal, but okay, so you're doing promotions, you're rubbing elbows, but you take photos.
Yeah.
You're also making stuff. So give us your story. You leave
So
Nate.
yeah, so I left Nate, got into that by just doing the volunteer job.
Yeah. But
Kind of
how
as-
are you paying the bills? Because there's a little
well,
backstory
because
there too, right?
working on White Ave and
Yeah.
stuff too, doing marketing and helping out in Filthies.
Yeah.
And was helping
Rest
out with
Filthies.
yeah, R.I.P. Filthies,
Yeah.
right? Shout out to Al, like one of the solid Edmonton dudes that's out there.
Yeah.
So he gave me a chance and took me under his wing. And
Are
I
we
just,
talking Big Al, like
Bi-
Crash Al?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Al
Yeah.
Goat Yelpson,
Yeah.
like the Al,
That-
the
the
Al
Al
of
is the
Edmonton,
guy,
man,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. And he kind of just took me under his wing and showed me how to party, and
That's awesome. But party with
so-
a purpose.
that's right.
Keep
It
the
wasn't-
people happy.
Yeah, that's right. And and then Universal, like I got let go from there with a bunch of other people too,
Yeah.
and
What was
Then-
the best Universal moment before we leave that behind? Did you get to do anything?
did a lot of like really fun like promotions.
Okay.
So like my profile picture is still one of the ones that I did for like Bloodhound Gang,
Yeah.
which was like
Fucking Bloodhound Gang. Remember their CD?
and that was the
Thank God for boobies. You stick your
Yeah.
tongue in it, it looked
yeah.
like a tit.
Well, this
and a
was for
little
the
nipple.
Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo
Yeah.
promotion. Put the you know what and the you know where.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm a banana, dry humping a beaver next to the City of Edmonton
Yeah.
sign with the RIP City of Champions sign on the bottom
Yeah.
still. So that's kind of why I kept that one too, because I miss that sign. Like, we got to bring
Well,
that one back.
apparently it's hanging in the Sonic offices.
Well,
so-
one of them is.
One
Yeah.
of them. There
One
was
of them. That
three.
was a spare. That was a replacement
Oh.
in case any of them got damaged, from what I had heard.
Oh, really?
So somebody had just got their hands on it. Was like, "Hey, Lane, I heard you wanted this.
Yeah.
So here you go."
Can we talk about,
funny.
just side note, Lane Mitchell is fucking ripped.
Dude,
That dude is jacked.
Dude,
like, I
like-
always forget how jacked he is until I see him, like, saying,
nicest
"Thanks."
guy ever.
Totally.
Nicest guy ever too.
Ripped to the max, though.
Oh, he's like putting all dad bods to shame.
Oh, it's gross.
Like it's like, dude, just like
He
step
came-
it back a bit.
He came out for K-Days and introduced AJR because I took the kid, and he came out with his kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, like, Lane Mitchell is fucking ripped. Sonic
I haven't,
1029.
I haven't seen that guy in like fucking forever. Well, I
Oh.
don't go stalking.
Oh, if you're not from Edmonton, this podcast will be interesting, but it's very Edmonton-centric at this point.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
definitely-
so you're
Edmonton's a
doing-
great city though. Like
People
it's-
shit on it.
Like people who shit on it haven't been anywhere else to appreciate it, I think.
Fair enough.
You know, it's the hometown losers who've
Yeah.
never ever gone on vacation for an extended amount of time or just
Yeah.
ever done anything.
Jesus fuck.
like-
yeah, he's ripped.
Like yeah,
He's
exactly.
a very
like,
jacked individual.
you know, he likes to work out and he likes to eat right.
Yeah.
So,
No shit.
Yeah.
Good on him.
you know,
So
he's,
yeah,
he's got good hours to work too. Can't complain about his schedule, I'd say.
Right.
no, he's afternoon guy,
You know,
so
four,
he gets
4 to 5 hours
sleep.
a day with a couple bit hours of prep in there, which you probably can do in cardio,
Right.
which I envy.
You're not a cardio guy.
No, I envy that he can like do his
He's got
like
the time
prep
to do
work
it.
while he's doing cardio or at the gym,
Fair
right? Like
enough,
that's it's nice to be doing a job like that where you're not glued to your laptop
Yeah.
or like your phone screen
Or your
anything.
pager.
Like,
Don't want to be glued to your
dude,
pager.
my pager like it just keeps blowing up. man. Like,
You're the only one with one. That's why.
I still got it on the gold chain.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave Universal. You did some cool promotions. You cut your teeth. Then where do you go?
Then
What-
I'm over with the live production stuff.
You're doing the
so
live
then that's
stuff
where
now.
I've been now for most of my time until I got
Told you not to
into.
spill
I
that
know it's a close one, but I caught it. Neo
Good
shit.
save.
So then that gradually moved me over to the strip club industry, which I did as a part-time thing.
Yeah, you had to put bread in your mouth, and
It was just kind of boredom killer too.
So you're
And-
saying so any wicked adventures come from the strip club? How do you fall into that?
Well, that one was like a complete fluke too.
Yeah.
Like my friend Paul, who
Yeah.
was like the head DJ at Showgirls at the time.
Okay.
Shout out to Paul at the Bourbon Room. That's where he is now.
That's where he landed after
yeah,
Showgirls closed.
He's the owner out there at the Bourbon Room in St.
Oh,
Albert.
shit, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good little place too for especially for the more mature crowd.
Yeah. Well, that's St. Albert.
So it's St. Albert, but I mean, like, he's done a great job in that space. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, and he's just like, hey, do you want to like DJ a couple days a week here? I need a new DJ.
Yeah.
And I was like, not really a strip club guy.
but that was before streaming, so you had to download all your music, or
yeah.
did you have like
well,
an app?
it was like the
on the
beginning of the like YouTube download
Okay.
sensation kind of things, like. Or like it was funny because some girls, like depending on some of the clubs that they go to,
Yeah.
like, they just don't give a shit. Where
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Just here, play my phone, plug my phone in. I have a playlist." And it's like they don't get like the cue points. They don't get
No.
this, and it was just like so funny because it would be like, "No, like tell me what you want. I'll download the songs. I'll put it on the DJ thing here. I'll try and make
and
it
I'll
better
make
for
it
you."
not sound like
And
a
it's like-
fucking
yeah,
playlist.
or it's like just put it on YouTube. Just play YouTube. And it's like got
Don't
a
worry about the
2.5
ads.
minute
Commercial,
ad,
yeah.
but in the middle
Middle.
of the song because
That's
like
when she
it's-
takes a break.
Yeah,
She takes a smoke break. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
and it's like, and then you got to wait 30 seconds to
To
skip
skip,
it. Like, oh, it's like, you know, so it was like, it was
So-
fun though, but not every girl was a nightmare. A lot of those girls, like, I cannot like deny it. They are workaholics.
Oh, 100%.
Like
So-
they are hustlers.
Yeah, they got to hustle to make that money.
They are
So you got
hustlers.
your core group that work it, and then you have your traveling acts, right?
And
so
those ones are hustling even harder.
because they're on the road.
Yeah.
They're road dogs. They're
Yeah.
the road dogs of the strip community.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And like,
Okay.
yeah, those girls, like, man, those girls can work, dude.
Well, look at
Like,
Cardi B, brah.
Yeah, bruh.
Bruh.
Like, you gotta learn how to drug those guys somewhere, right?
Right, dude. That new movie Hustle with J Lo.
Yeah.
Can we talk about J Lo for a sec? She's doing okay.
Okay.
Was she ever not
She
doing
aged
okay?
like a fine cheese.
I
Just
don't think
amazing.
She's just
I'd say she's doing all right, all right, all
That-
right.
That was a
I'd have
good
to second
McConaughey.
that.
Like for
I like her.
55? Is that what she is now?
No,
Like,
she just turned 50.
50? Okay.
Pump
Well,
the brakes. I don't know that. I mean, I read that online. I don't know that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, she's 50. She
well,
just turned 50.
either way, I mean, like,
She's doing okay.
MILF porn's probably going through the spike every time guys like see her on the news too. So
MILF porn. I feel like we've graduated from MILF porn into like tentacle porn. MILF porn is so 5-10 years ago.
it,
Now we're
it depends.
the
It depends on
evolution
it depends on like the
of
age
the
of the
internet.
MILF now though.
What about MILF tentacle porn?
I feel well, maybe not MILF porn. Maybe it's like stepmom porn because that's huge in the internet. It's like Well, that's a phone call. Very professional. Anyways, the internet has just moved way too fast. Like the
It
normal
has.
stuff
Like-
is ain't
like-
doing it anymore. I hear.
Like, kids don't know how bad or how good they have it.
No.
I've told the story
Like,
before.
do you remember when we had to like look for porn in the woods?
dude?
We have an
forest
episode on that.
porn.
Yeah.
Episode
I
yeah.
found a
Johnny
box-
Johnny Porn Seed. I swear to God, there's like a guy who's just walking around just throwing pages of porn like he's Johnny
I
Appleseed.
feel like it was a rite of passage. At one point
Yeah.
in your life, you left a box of porn in the forest for the next generation.
Yeah.
And that got used. That was communal porn because you left it where you found
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well,
You each went to your separate bush and you looked at your porn.
Well, like,
Sometimes you didn't go to
the
separate
whole
bushes.
neighborhood that I grew up in Cherry Grove there, like
Yeah.
it was just a big wooded area that fucking bush parties were out there
All
all
the
the time,
time.
right? Like
Yeah.
so like mom and dad didn't want me going riding my bike on Sunday afternoon because they knew like, oh, there was a big party out there.
People are
Friday,
still waking
Saturday.
up. Yeah.
Probably like people still waking up, use condoms everywhere, shit like that.
Yeah.
And, like if there was even used condoms there,
Yeah.
who knows? But, like,
Condoms in
guarantee
Clairview?
you-
What are you
Yeah.
crazy?
that's where all the porn was coming from. Was
I
just
guess.
like,
I got the beer and
Yeah.
the box of
Yeah.
porn.
hey, I got a couple club magazines and a 6-pack of club.
Oh my gosh. Club,
Circle jerks.
Hustler. There was never Playboy because that was lame. You
Yeah,
wanted the
that was
hardcore
lame.
stuff.
I want to read the articles.
No. You left those for the old
Articles.
man.
You can read?
So you go to the Showgirls. Did you do the entrances like coming down to the stage?
That was literally like,
long legs, laddie.
yeah, like I would always try and think of like funny things to say, like
Yeah.
like I remember one night I was doing it and I was just like, that's right, you better get up there because just like the McRib, she's only here for a limited time.
That's amazing.
And some girl came up to me and was like, excuse me, but did you just compare her
To a McRib.
to literally to a piece of meat
And I was like,
amazing.
yeah, have you ever had a McRib? They're fucking amazing, just like her. Sit the fuck down and have another drink.
That's a great rebuttal, my friend.
Like, but it was true. Like, as
Yeah.
far as rebuttals go, I mean, like, McRibs, you can't fucking deny McRib.
No,
right?
they're
Like,
where have
great.
they been? They haven't been around lately.
there's a McRib app.
Is there really?
There's
Where you
an
can
app
follow
where you
them?
can find out which McDonald's still have McRibs.
I've never been to the East Coast, but I want to have a
There's
McLobster.
one in Orange County.
Blech.
A McRib?
Yeah, there's one McDonald's that's still serving McRibs in Orange
Seriously?
County. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like I'm going on a mission when
Yeah,
I go
there
to
you
go.
Anaheim.
There you
I
go.
want to go to California.
So how long were you doing the strip club DJ slash?
I was in the strip clubs for almost 7 years.
Okay, so that's
So,
So you
that's
seen
a
some
chunk of
shit.
change.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Best story out of the strip clubs. Whatever comes to mind.
I got a good one and a bad one.
Okay, give me the good, give me the bad.
Well, the good one was like,
Tell me both and I'll pick them out.
okay. I broke my arm and dislocated my shoulder in the one strip club.
Okay, that's the bad.
Yeah, that was definitely the
Yeah.
bad.
You made it too easy.
But one of the best ones was when I had to pick up Slash from the airport during Boonstock.
Okay,
and
give
then-
us the dislocated, then give us the slash.
Okay, so
Everybody has a Boonstock story.
yeah,
and
so
Lord knows I
with,
want to hear yours.
The arm one, it was pretty simple. Like just
Just-
fucking around. Thought I
just
could like
polishing the pole,
just-
slipped
No,
and fell.
we were just like getting ready to leave for the night, and next thing you know, I was like trying to carry her, and she jumped up, and like I went to fall, and
Yeah.
I tried to break my fall on the wall, and I missed the wall, and there was like a angled part that they had underneath the wall, which changed my fall and
Yeah.
snapped like right on my humerus right here.
Oh
and,
fuck!
yeah, so
You broke your arm, she broke her neck. That was the first time you
and
killed
then
a
the funny thing
stripper?
was because she thought I was playing around still.
You're like,
So
no,
she, like,
it
jumps
is
on,
useless.
She like jumps on top of me and starts like riding me like a fucking electric bull. And I'm
just
like yelling
writhing
at her
in
like,
pain.
get the
Breaking
fuck
it.
off of me. Like, and I kind of got winded too. So I'm like, off me,
She
and,
thinks
like,
you're jizzing.
just like trying to reach around with the other arm
Oh,
because this
no.
one's just like
Busted.
side neck,
Yeah.
like, all limp and shit. So, you know, I go to the hospital and they're like, yeah, your humerus is fractured like right here in the rotator cuff. And
Fuck.
you're
How did
gonna-
this happen? I'd rather not tell you.
No,
Actually,
I straight up told them, and they were like,
Could have
pretty
been
cool.
worse. It
I
could've been
mean,
worse. As stories go.
it sucks the results, but great start.
So how long you in a cast for?
Oh, I wasn't in a cast.
What'd they do?
So like
Sling you?
they came and told me like, so this is like the deal. They showed me my X-rays, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna need surgery, and we're gonna need to put an implant in on you.
Oh fuck! So do you have dead person bone in you?
No, I got
Oh.
a plate.
Oh,
I
okay.
got a
shit.
plate. Like I got like the start of a Terminator arm.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
So
We have the technology.
and so they were like, we can put you in with the trauma surgeon now,
oh
like
fuck!
right now.
So you've already worked a night, and now
and
you're
now
like,
it's like
oh,
it's 5 o'clock in the morning at this point. And I've already worked all day
Yeah.
and night, and now it's like, okay, yeah. So when can I go for surgery? They're like, we can put you in with the trauma surgeon now,
yeah.
or we can put you in with the specialist in 36 hours.
I'll go with the specialist,
Ooh.
please. You want a specialist?
I want the specialist.
Yeah.
Deal with the pain.
Yeah,
Cause
it was,
trauma,
it was
dude.
the same doctor that worked on McDavid.
Oh, shit.
After he got crashed into the boards, and when they told me that, I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that 36-hour wait minimum."
Yeah.
And like they were like, "Well, it's a minimum wait." I'm like,
You just wanted to throw in the fact that you've had the same person that
"No,
was
dude,
inside McDavid inside you.
The best part about that 36-hour minimum wait that they were saying was like, "Well, I got to stay on fentanyl like under supervised
Oh, fuck.
conditions."
So
So
you're
that
just-
was
You
like,
survived
yeah.
recreational
Oh,
fentanyl.
dude, it was like that. I don't know how anybody would want to do that for fun.
Seriously?
Like, I saw how much care and control they put into like a dosed shot.
Yeah.
So
I was
you were
like,
at the hospital for the
yeah,
36.
yeah.
Okay.
And like it takes like a good 2 minutes for them to give you your dosage.
Oh fuck.
Like if they just slam on that plunger, like
You're
it'd
fucking
kill
toast.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
So-
killed a
and
lot
it,
of people.
and it has, and
Yeah.
like rightfully so, because like I did not care about anything for
Anything.
2 days.
That's fucking crazy.
And then after like got taken down to surgery, wake up, and you know I'm in a sling for
yeah.
a couple months, and it really sucked. But
Oh, wow.
you know that was a lesson learned, I guess. But I mean, it's a cool story to like
Fuck,
tell everybody.
no
It's
shit.
Like, yeah, hey, I broke my arm because of a stripper.
Yeah.
So,
From one cool story to another.
yeah, and then so
Slash from the
Slash,
airport.
yeah. So had to pick up Slash late one night, and he had flown into Edmonton from Ibiza
What's a beef?
Weird.
in Spain.
Yeah. So
So he-
Didn't the
that's really-
Chainsmokers write a song getting high in
Yeah.
Ibiza?
Took a pill in Ibiza.
Yeah. I took a pill in Ibiza.
that's, they hold huge rave parties out there. and
Yeah.
Fun
shit,
fact, I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's like-
Ibiza
yeah.
until right this second.
Well,
so.
that's like the
Yeah.
official pronunciation for like the Spanish. It's
Okay.
like, yeah. And huge DJ parties out there all the time.
Yeah.
And so I guess he was there with his wife at the time.
Okay.
And she was a big fan of a lot of the DJs and electronic scenes. So go and pick him up. It's like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he's just on an overnight flight. And he's wired. He's got jet lag, but he's, like,
Yeah.
hey, I was just partying like in Spain. Like, he doesn't really drink or do anything anymore. He's
Yeah.
all straight edge. But he's just down to hang out with cool people.
Yeah.
Like, just
He's down for the experience
and
now.
and so he's like,
It's getting high off
he's
your
like, well, what
energy.
can we do? And I was like, well, we can go to the strip club that I work at when I'm not doing the concert stuff. And he's
Yeah.
like, done.
Sweet.
So me and his like bodyguard and him
Yeah.
walk right into Showgirls, and it was so funny because everyone's like, why are you here? Like, it's your night.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Is that fucking Slash? Like,
Does he ever take the top hat off?
No, he doesn't take he only wears the top hat on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was rocking a toque.
Oh, the old beanie,
So,
if
yeah,
you will.
But it was like, that hair is
That's a
like
lot.
undeniable.
Yeah.
Like undeniable.
You know who's got that.
It's when he puts on the aviators. Once he puts on the aviators, those mirrored
Yeah.
aviators, everyone's like, "Oh, fucking Slash! Holy shit!" But
That's
yeah,
nuts.
It's so funny because no one really recognizes him without those sunglasses.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, no, the hat.
Does he have beady eyes? What's that? I've never seen him without under the
Oh, he's
sunglasses.
super cool dude.
Yeah?
Super nice guy. Loves dinosaurs.
Really? Oh,
Absolutely loves dinosaurs.
great segue because Gavin, a thing I want to start is what's your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur.
What's your favorite dinosaur? I'm gonna ask you.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay, that brings me to a random thought. Even though we're talking about you, do you think T-Rexes jumped around like kangaroos? Maybe because they kind of look like just big lizard kangaroos,
From what I've read, they couldn't have run faster than 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
but they didn't have to run because they hopped. Because T-Rexes are just ancient kangaroos.
Would make sense. I mean, they kind of look like they're built like a kangaroo with that big long.
Did you
strong
just
tail.
agree with me?
Kind of agreeing, yeah.
I'll take it. I will take
possible.
what
It's
I
a
can get.
possibility, but I mean, like, unless we can get in a DeLorean and like get back there, we won't know for sure, right?
And they might
So-
have had feathers too. That's something. We
That
don't
one
know.
seems believable. I can
It's
believe
kinda
that
doable,
one.
just
Like, and we're
giant
starting to see
chickens.
those fossils more and more prevalent with
Yeah.
the feather prints and stuff. So yeah, that one I can see being like pretty close to like reality of what happened. So.
Well, thank you for agreeing with me, Gavin.
no worries, man.
You just made it in my good book. Anyways, so you're hanging out with Slash. So those were the two best stories from the strip club. Okay, strip club now back to you're doing the live music thing. So apparently you're also picking up and shuttling celebrities around.
That's
So-
part of it.
That was
yeah,
part of it.
that's
So
part
what
of it.
was your gig in that scene that you're still doing?
doing like
obviously?
artist transport for that one?
Okay.
Yeah. So
So you would go, you're picking them up. So who are some of the big names that you picked up? Who did you say held a little sign saying Slash or
well,
I don't know, Yoko Ono?
I mean, he's
I got
gonna
nothing.
lose his shit when I tell him this one. But
Let's
like,
hear it. That's why you're
the
here.
Through the Never project was probably
Yeah,
the
you
coolest
fucking
one.
mentioned that. That is
Yeah,
fucking
so
awesome.
Break it down.
Picking up Metallica from their private plane on the tarmac at Edmonton International.
Like that's legit rockstar shit right there.
Like,
That's
So
and
when
fucking
each of them
awesome.
had their own SUV.
How do you handle that
Like-
when you're given
Like so,
that
four
task?
matching SUVs. Like it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's where I gotta go. Like that's literally, it's like, okay, just go here and pick them up.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay,
So do you
cool.
get your own SUV at that point? They
Yeah,
just
it's
follow
like
you?
yeah, it's like you get a rental
Yeah,
like
yeah.
given to you because they want them all matching.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're very specific on motorcade requests.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, no, it has
Really?
to be black.
Yeah.
Has to be black. A lot of hip hop artists only will get in black SUVs.
Really?
Yeah, and they have
That's-
to be clean.
Of course.
like
that
super
makes
clean.
sense.
Like even if you've been driving around all day, it's like go wash it.
yeah. Really?
It's like yeah,
They want that. They want that.
it's like
they
gotta
want it
pull
to
up fresh, bro.
Yeah,
gotta pull up fresh,
and clean.
So.
So you're given Metallica.
Mhm.
Do you guys Rochambeau for who gets to pick up who?
It was like so weird because like James just got into mine,
And you're like, I win.
and I was just like, well, this is pretty cool.
Watch Lars get another one.
And,
fucker.
And well, had a funny story driving Lars later.
Oh, okay.
So
So give us the Metallica story. So you're doing Through the Never, which was a project. It was a 2-nighter here in Edmonton,
Yeah.
and they filmed it. Became a DVD, Blu-ray
all that
documentary.
it's on Netflix.
Through
everything.
the Never was them traveling through all their albums, correct? I was there, but I
Well,
had
they
a bad time.
sold it as the Total Arsenal,
Okay.
Yeah.
which was basically we're bringing out all of our major props from every major tour that we've had in
And
the
it was
last
fucking cool
20
as
and it was
fuck.
cool as fuck.
Yeah.
for
A lot
sure.
Iron Maiden through the timeline or whatever when they brought all their props
Like
out.
from Kill 'Em All the way up
Justice,
to
they're all right there.
Yeah.
So like,
So Ivan was there. Me and
Doris
Ivan
was
were
the
both
big one
there.
there. Like they actually rebuilt Doris to make it bigger,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
so that it would
So she would pop.
stand out
The
more.
giant toilet was fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
the toilet
Metal
was
up
the
your
best
ass.
for metal up your
Yeah.
ass.
That's awesome.
And ride the lightning when the electric chair came down from
Right,
the roof
oh
and
yeah,
the Tesla
fuck yeah,
coils
fuck
were
yeah.
firing off. Like that's like amazing
Yeah.
effects right there. But it was so funny because James gets in and he's just like super chill, like right away. Like
Are you given specific instructions?
sometimes
like,
it's like don't talk to them, don't touch your phone, like just like sit there, like just
You're the
fucking
driver,
drive
that's it.
them, that's
Yeah.
it. Like, and then sometimes it's like you get all these directions and then they're just so fucking cool.
They're just people.
Like, and they're just like fuck those rules.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna break them.
like
We're
'cause
gonna talk.
Like James was like, it was just me and him.
Yeah.
No assistants.
Did
no
you talk about
anything.
beekeeping?
And well, he wasn't into beekeeping yet. He was still in San Francisco at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
shit. Okay.
hadn't moved out to Colorado yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's just like, how's hunting here? Like
Sick.
first question, because
Yeah.
he's just looking at the prairies, like out,
Mhm.
like you know.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
want to
coming
go
in.
kill something.
And he's just like, hunting must be good here. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty decent. Like, what are you into? He's like, anything.
Yeah.
Like anything that's fun. Like,
That's awesome.
So I was like, birds or big game? He's like, big game for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go duck hunting. I'll go
Yeah.
whatever. And yeah, it was like, I told him what the average size of like a whitetail is up here.
Yeah.
He's like, 180 pounds? Jesus Christ, those are huge.
So are you just like an encyclopedia of like a little bit of everything, just so
I don't
you
know, I
always?
just try to like.
Because
try
you
to
went
be up
off on the
things.
T-Rex thing, and I was
Yeah.
not prepared for that, Gavin. I was not prepared for you to know what the fuck you were talking about there. But anyways, and then you're just dropping whitetail knowledge on James
Well,
Hetfield.
I know that like deer in the States are really small compared to what we have here.
Why
Like,
do you know that? I don't know
Well,
that.
just from experience, seeing
That's fucking. Oh, yeah, I gotta
Like-
get out of Edmonton more.
them. Like they're tiny, bro. Like
Yeah.
they're like 60, 70 pounds.
Okay.
They're
like,
that small?
People hit them with their cars all the time.
Yeah, like we hit
no
animals
pro-
with our
like-
cars. We're fucked.
Like
Well, you see motorcycles hit deer in the States,
Like
and they
when I
don't
was-
die.
I guess they go through them.
I was out with All Hail the Eddie, and we were leaving in St. Louis there,
Yeah.
and I counted like 43 dead deer within like 15 minutes of leaving the city limits.
Yeah.
And just as I'm like literally saying 43, the car in front of us, like
Hit
deer,
44.
deer comes running out of nowhere between a divided highway, just from the meridian, just jumps out in front of this guy's Lincoln, and he just stepped on it even more.
And kept going, yeah.
And he just drove right through
Well,
it.
he was
and
driving
then-
a Lincoln.
and
He
then-
might
oh,
as well be
yeah.
driving a boat.
And
But-
then I'm in a 15-passenger Savannah with
Yeah.
a trailer, and
Oh, fuck.
I just yell out, "Oh shit, a deer!" And like Connor, he's in the back, the singer, and
Yeah.
he's like trying to like lay down. I don't know what the fuck. He's on his phone, and all of a sudden he's just, "Holy shit! What the fuck was that?" Like,
that was a deer.
and it was like, "Yeah, it was a deer." What the fuck? You hit a fucking deer? Like it's
No, the
like,
dude in
well,
front of
the
us
dude
did.
in front of us hit it. I just ran over it.
Yeah, I just finished the job.
So, yeah.
If
no.
anything, I was humane.
And then we
so.
had to pull over at the next gas station, literally clean
Clean
the
it up.
guts
Yeah.
off the trailer.
Oh, that's fucking nuts.
And it was funny too because there was like pieces of it in the grill.
Yeah.
And it had already dried out. It looked like pieces of beef jerky.
Oh,
like,
that's
fucking
yucky.
just, like,
Give it a
gross.
taste.
yeah. Oh, you're just
kind
like
of funny, like 'cause it's
wiping
just
all the
like,
deer off and
of all
apologizing.
things to happen, like you know, it's like you get to run over the deer that Buddy hit and like knocked it
Yeah.
over, right? Like so.
That was a tag team.
But
Oh.
hey, like, that was funny, like 44 right there, right?
Yeah,
So
that's nuts.
yeah.
So you pick up James, you talk deer. What else did you do? You weren't just shuttling people. You also had your fingers in a bunch of other things during that
just
event.
helping
correct?
him out with everything.
So
'cause
you were your go-to
I was
guy.
basically became his go-to
Yeah.
instead of just his driver.
That's
Like,
cool.
so that was
That's pretty
fun.
dope.
And so I ended up going and getting him some caribou and elk steaks
Yeah,
down at south side here. One of the
Darcy's or some shit.
not Darcy's.
Darcy's St. Albert.
Uh,
Anyways, we're talking
either way.
local butcher shops.
yeah, but he hooked us up.
Sick.
And James is like, I was like, how are you gonna get this across the board? He's like, dude, I'm flying private. And we're
Yeah.
going into like San Francisco airport. They know us. They're
Yeah.
not gonna stop me.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I
I was
brought
like,
elk
oh,
meat.
he's probably gonna like slip a fin to a couple of
Yeah.
those boys. Just be like, hey, you didn't see this.
Look the
meat,
other
eh?"
way.
Like,
Yeah.
you
Lars
know?
eats people, so like the elk meat's nothing.
Yeah. So then like, first night, you know, Lars is getting ready to
Yeah.
come out, and so James and Robert came in one side of the arena.
Yeah,
Lars and Kirk come in the other side of the arena.
yeah.
Kirk's already in the one SUV. Lars's kids are in the SUV that I'm driving.
Oh,
all
so
of a
he
sudden.
brings his family.
For this show he did.
Yeah.
And his wife was staying backstage, but his kids were already in the SUV ready to go with his security guy.
Yeah.
And Ecstasy of Gold is playing.
Okay.
Like, it's fucking playing.
Cool.
Like, it's starting. And Lars is just
Taking his time.
Doing Lars. Yeah.
shaking his sticks.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, the show's starting. I better go.
Oh, dude, that
And
is
then,
an
like,
amazing
Then
impersonation.
he, runs in to the SUV, and now it's my fucking problem.
Yeah, you got to get
that
him there.
he's fucking late. And
Yeah.
like just as he's getting in, his kid's like, "Hey, Dad, the song's starting. Have you ever been late for a show before?" Not unless this guy fucking steps on it, right? So we're coming up the loading dock from like the old Rexall Arena.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, right? So we come around.
Deer
and
out of
come up,
nowhere. No.
And coming around that little bend there to go to the back doors.
Yeah.
For them to just literally run through the whole colonnade
And up
on
the stage.
and on the floor and onto the stage.
Yeah.
And 3 of the drunkest fucking dudes who must have just got kicked out of the show
Yeah.
decide to fucking run in front of the SUV.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Lars, just fucking hit him. I can afford the lawsuit. Fucking. And I was
That's
like,
amazing. Yo, kids, look away.
and I was just like, holy shit. Like, so I'm just laying on the horn, and then
Yeah.
they're like, fuck, you won't fucking fight. And then Lars just rolls down the window. Hey, fuckhead, get off the fucking road. And,
That's
like,
amazing.
it was like, oh, fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
I really like him. Like, I really didn't like him for a second because
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get blamed for them not getting him on stage
Yeah.
in time. But then he just totally, like, chewed these kids out. It was
That's
so-
amazing.
And then they're just
Do you think they were sober enough to realize what just
were
happened?
wasted enough, but to, like, be like, that just fucking happened?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Fucking Lars is supposed to fuck off, man. It's ah! Like they just went nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
typical
Lars told them to
Alberta.
fuck
Yeah.
off. It's like we got
Berta
kicked out of the
boys.
show. We
Yeah.
probably wasted $600 in tickets collectively, but Lars just told us to fuck off.
Worth every
Like,
penny.
Yeah.
worth.
They
every
drove
penny,
in
yeah.
from Bonneville.
But
Bonneville.
Bonneville, there you
the
go.
next day,
Bonneville.
Stryker was the opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had curated local openers in every city. They
Fuck
had
yeah! Shout out
three-
to Stryker.
Yeah, and they had 3 Inches of Blood in Vancouver.
Fucking 3 inches of
And,
blood arrest. So good.
Yeah, so good.
Deadly
And,
Sinners.
Lars
Banger.
saw them just, hanging out in like one of the main colonnades
Yeah.
and backstage. And he goes to like his tour managers and he's like, "Why are these kids getting dressed in the hallway? We're fucking Metallica. They deserve a fucking dressing room. Give them a fucking room. Kick those accountants out of the room. Give them a dressing room." So good on him for like sticking
No
up for like the
shit.
local kids and like showing them like, hey, like, we know you're a
You're
local
like
band and-
single-handedly saving Lars's reputation
Dude,
right now. You're
Lars,
doing the Lord's
like,
work, Gavin.
Dude, Lars was a pretty cool guy in my opinion.
Yeah?
After I saw that, like,
That's
there's,
okay.
Like, he could have just been like, yeah, whatever. But like, he went out of his way to go and find those kids a dressing room.
Yeah, that's awesome,
And
man.
yeah, if it meant like kicking out the accountants from their like bean counting in
Yeah.
that one room and making them pair up with somebody else.
Yeah,
That's
let him
fucking
have
cool.
that moment,
Yeah,
man.
so
That's
like,
totally
that was
rad.
like super fucking awesome to see him do that. And,
So was
like,
that like one of the highlights of your gigs so far? Like that shines out of everything you've done?
That
Because you were
one was,
just
like-
recently at Punk and Drublic as well.
Yeah, we did Punk and Drublic. That one was a really good one. Like,
Yeah.
No Effect put on a wicked show there too.
Yeah?
like, just the whole concept is amazing too. It just sucked that like weather hasn't been on our side this year.
No, not at all.
And like it was like, well, we planned to move it in, and then the thunderstorm that we were fearing
Yeah.
didn't roll in until after the show was done.
Yeah.
But you
don't know
damn
that.
well that if we had kept it outside, that
would've got
storm
rained
would have
on.
came in, and it would have been a thunderstorm, so we'd have to cancel. You
don't
just,
want
like,
that.
Pull everyone off stage, right?
Yeah.
So it happens. Like, I think AC/DC 2009 was probably like the one show everyone was worried about the most, being like,
Was that
'cause
the what
storm-
Commonwealth in the storm, right?
Mhm.
Dude, that storm hit just as they were playing Thunderstruck,
Dude, like,
though. You
it's-
you
yeah.
can't pay for that.
We said you could not pay for production like this.
I was like way the
I
fuck
just
at the
went
top.
as a spectator.
I got pneumonia, but
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
worth
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That show was amazing too, and like my buddy Takumi, he's Angus's tech.
Yeah.
And he still to this day, it's 10 years later, he's like, man, he'll pull out the pictures and he'll be like, "You want to see a Nightmare gig?" to all his guitar tech
Yeah.
buddies, and he'll be like, "Angus played in the rain with this one guitar, and I had to work on this guitar for 6 days till the Vancouver show."
No
Like,
shit.
like,
Yeah.
just hair dryers. He's like, I blew 3 hair dryers out trying to dry out the guts of that guitar.
Wow.
Like,
That's
so-
nuts. But you know, side note for a second. You know what you don't need to blow out? You don't need to blow out Concept Beard Co. when you're using it in your beard, because Concept Beard Co. is a fucking hell of a product. When I shop for my beard supplies, I go to Concept Beard Co. I go to Concept Beard. Son of a bitch, I can't do it.
ConceptBeard.com.
I go to ConceptBeard.com and I use Awesome at checkout to save how much, Ivan?
10%.
Holy fucking shit, I only fucked up 10% of this ad read. So go to Concept Beard Co. and save yourself. Damn, did I do it again? ConceptBeard.com, put it in your beard, Concept Beard Co. Okay, Gavin, back to blowing
It's
shit.
all good, yeah.
That's what I do. I blow shit and ruin it. But anyways,
Blows.
so you do these gigs, you do these festivals. Is it old hat by now, or is it a new adventure every festival,
Oh, dude, it's
every
just-
show?
It's just always fun to me.
What did you think when? Because we've heard Ivan's breakdown of Chaos AB.
Yeah.
But you were on the front lines. You were in the trenches. What was your opinion of it?
Well, I mean,
Professionally,
festival.
It's a festival.
it's a festival. There's gonna always be hiccups.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, I wasn't there like everybody else was there,
Yeah.
putting in the work on that, but like it was a huge festival.
You
with
got
a lot of moving
homies there,
parts.
yeah.
I got a lot of homies that worked on that, and that's
Yeah.
a lot of moving parts, and they did a tremendous job for
Considering.
how many people were coming in there.
Yeah.
You know, like Soundtrack Festival was a good little test run for them to like
Yeah.
as a case study.
So
with
that's the
watching
same.
someone else.
That's not you then. These are your buddies in the
like,
industry.
tho-
Okay.
Those are also my friend Mike Anderson at Trickstar was doing
Okay.
that one, and like they did a really good job with that one, curating that one
Yeah.
too. But that was definitely probably a good like test run to see. Okay, we can probably fit this many more people in here with the band like Slayer
Yeah.
and Marilyn Manson, and it's a good trade off too because if Edmonton's gonna get Chaos AB and Calgary already has Chasing Summer,
Yeah.
then it's like two festivals that are gonna be.
You were down at Chasing Summer
Yeah,
as
I
well,
was,
right?
yeah.
Hanging out with our boy Steve Aoki.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done a little something with Blink 182. He's kind of a DJ
he's-
kind of guy.
He,
He
is
does
pretty
things.
decent, I guess. Yeah.
So you were down there. I'm not a big electric music fan.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It's a huge festival.
Who pays your bills? How are you going to these things? Who are you working for right
Well,
now?
that's definitely like I was contracted with Live Nation for that one.
Okay, so so you get contracts. 'Cause we almost didn't do this tonight because you should have been in Shambhala from what you were saying.
Yeah.
So how does that work? You're a hitter. You pick up the phone and they're like, "Hey, Gav,
Well, someone
we
will call
need your
me and they'll be like,
skills."
"Hey, can you come and can you make this? Can you
Yeah.
do this one or whatever?" And that's usually how it works.
So do you do a wide array of things? You're not just taking photos. You're not just picking people up. Like you're a MacGyver type, Gavin. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you do it all.
yeah,
Okay. So how do you fall into that? You went from the Universal gig thing to just being a jack of all
being
trades.
around like all that and having an interest in production stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Like I mean, just getting out and doing it is like the best.
That's
thing
how
to
you do it. That's how you
probably,
cut your
right?
teeth.
Like I mean, with you guys with podcasting, it was probably just like let's try it until we get it right. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
we're still.
you know,
like,
and like you still study like what you need, what you can do. To
you
get
were
it
here for that
going,
ad
yeah.
read.
Yeah,
We're
so-
learning as we go.
Yeah, I know exactly, but you know, it's just literally like find out what you like. And
Yeah.
just get into it. Like that's what I did.
So now that we're at the second half of the podcast, let's get into the passion project. That's what was paying the bills. These cool
Yeah.
stories, the Metallicas, the NoFXs, that was paying the bills.
the
That's just
strippers,
cool.
Yeah, all that.
That's all
stuff,
paying the
yeah.
bills. But you're doing stuff on the side. You're wearing a wicked awesome flannel.
Thank you.
So you do clothing. You're
Yeah.
also doing stuff with local promoter Thad.
Yes.
Thaddeus, of
Thaddeus
Ontario,
Archer the third,
promoter and commissioner of PWA.
Edmonton Commissioner of Prairie Wrestling Alliance. Yes.
So that's a passion project.
Yeah,
I also
so-
heard you're making documentaries. So let's hear about the passion projects. That is Bally Bay Road Productions.
Yes, Valley Bay Road Productions.
Wait,
So-
Bally Bay Road is
Yes.
actually a place in Ireland.
Yes, Valley Bay is the village that I'm from. That's where my
Okay.
dad's from.
Okay.
And Valley Bay Road's just the main road,
Okay, fair enough.
which is like a 3-street town.
You might as well call your production company
Back
Main
home
Road.
or
Yeah.
something. you know,
No,
like-
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no, that's where it's from, and it's just kind of like a little homage to like where Dad came from and where I.
A little
came
tip of the
from.
hat.
So, yeah, exactly. And
I dig it.
you know, like it's got nothing else there.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, if I can do something, maybe I'll put it on the map with just this name. If I can do one good project,
That's
right?
fucking
So-
awesome. So let's talk passion projects. Where do you
Yeah.
want to start first? You're driving.
We'll go with Puck Hockey.
Okay, so Puck Hockey
Puck
is an
Hockey.
apparel company.
Yeah, it's a hockey lifestyle apparel company.
Okay.
Started working with them a couple years ago.
Kind of like a
and-
gong show.
Yeah, Gong
Okay.
Show sauce, Violent Gentleman kind
Yeah.
of like vibe, but we work with a lot of bands.
Okay.
And we do collabs, like as well as our own label stuff. Which,
Yeah.
like we did a lot of parodies for fast food restaurants.
Fair
like
enough.
Their logos. We did like.
Well, you're
you
wearing
know,
an All Hail the Yeti Oilers
yeah, so
shirt.
we do the collabs with the bands, and
Yeah.
this was one of the collab items that we had done with All Hail the Yeti.
Yeah.
If anybody hasn't checked them out yet, wicked LA band with
Yeah.
huge Edmonton connections.
Fucking A, bud.
Ryan Kitlitz on drums.
Okay.
And Connor Garrity on vocals.
Sick.
Both Edmonton boys, and it's not just like All Hail the Yeti. They have, jeez, man, the roster's getting huge now because it's not
That-
just bands now. They're starting to do Adult Swim. They did a collab with Mr. Pickles,
Yeah.
Cool.
and Matt was telling me like this is the only time we've had anybody send us back our artwork saying make it more satanic.
That's amazing. Well,
Like,
Mr. Pickles.
Testament,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivers of Nile, all of
That's
these
awesome.
like metal bands, and like that's the cartoon says no, make this more.
But Adult
satanic.
Swim is fucking amazing.
Dude, Mr. Pickles
Yeah.
is an amazing show. if you
Right?
haven't seen it. Like
So how do you get involved with puck hockey?
it was literally because of All Hail the Yeti.
Yeah.
Getting the contact to them and just like talking on Facebook and like, hey, like this is what the guys are kind of thinking. And then
Yeah.
I threw some more of my ideas, and then it was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And next thing you know, I'm just kind of in the fold, helping everybody get the stuff out there, get more.
And now
out
you're
there.
repping it in Canada. Like,
Yeah.
are you the Western Canada
Well, it's-
dude? You're the guy.
There's two of us here in Edmonton.
Okay.
That are like exclusive, like working with Puck and trying to really get it going more in Canada.
Yeah.
It is an American-based brand right now, but we
Yeah.
want to build a Canadian shop so that we can sell to Canadians directly.
Well, look at Violent
So,
Gentlemen. They were
yeah.
American. They're out of Anaheim, and
Mhm.
they've blown up. So
yeah,
why can't
huge.
fucking puck hockey? You know what
Oh,
I'm
we're
saying?
getting there. We're getting there. It's a boutique brand right now,
Yeah.
basically. Not a lot of large runs or anything. and
No.
not really retail sales. It's more direct online.
That's
at,
how you start, though.
Puck Hockey, PUCKHCKY.com. And if you guys enter the rink at checkout, you'll get 10% off. And we got-
Holy shit!
And we got orders over $100 get free shipping. So
Get the fuck out.
bam.
Puckhockey.com. Go check
Yeah,
it
so
out.
check it out. You got all kinds of bands on there. We got a collab with Snoop, Rivers of Nile, Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse coming through here.
So there's quite a
November
few-
1st. They'll be in
yeah.
Edmonton.
November 1st gonna be wicked right after Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's bad they couldn't play Halloween here that night.
Right.
That would've been
Ooh,
wicked.
that'd be
That
nuts.
would've been wicked.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here. I'll be in Anaheim.
Oh, so it wouldn't even bother.
No. Well,
Okay.
we applied anyways. We've been trying to get more press
Yeah.
passes, so we
Yeah.
reached out to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. One of my favorite hockey band collabs or ripoffs, Comeback Kid when they took the Jets
The
logo.
Jets. Yeah.
I've loved that fucking knockoff
And Misery
forever.
Signals did the Oilers as well.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Fucking shout out to Misery Signals.
what
of
do you- Yeah, right.
Malice and
Yeah,
Men is
shout
an
out to
amazing
Jesse.
album. Yeah. Was he doing anything? Wasn't he?
I just saw a post today that he was driving from Boise, Idaho to Edmonton in one shot.
Just because?
Jeez.
That
So,
sounds horrible.
For Misery Signals, bro.
Really?
You know,
I
Wow.
dig it. I
put in
dig
the
it.
miles.
Gotta do it. So from Puck Hockey, you're also doing your own thing. You're making documentaries and stuff.
Yeah, so like Bally Bay Road Productions is basically like a full service content creation like company that I'm doing for myself. And,
Okay.
like, helping out my friends too.
Yeah.
But one of the projects that's kind of like started and it's been a bit of a plague on like me is and with everybody I talked to in LA
Yeah.
is Mark Twitchell.
Yeah, there we go. The
So,
Twitchell.
You know, because I was in class with him.
He went to FX?
No, not in FX. At Nate.
Neat.
Oh, I freaked the fuck out. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
eh?
no. Twitchell went to O'Leary.
Oh, that's
And-
why we didn't
yeah,
go, bro.
but,
We didn't want to fucking kill
Well,
somebody in our
Benoit went
garage.
to O'Leary too. Chris
Yeah,
Benoit, but
yeah.
weird coincidence. Mark Twitchell and Chris Benoit grew up on the same street in the
Get
north
the
side of
fuck
Edmonton.
out.
Same
Really?
block. Yeah, it's so weird. Like two famous, world famous murderers from
Yeah.
Edmonton grew up on the same street.
Well, Benoit
North
kind
side,
of
bro.
his-
North side.
North
You're
side
either
murderer.
strong or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
But with Benoit, his brain broke because of drugs, did it not? Like, wasn't it the
Well,
roids and everything?
It was
and-
the CTE.
yeah,
For sure. Like
He'd hit his
he
head a
had
couple
the brain
times.
Of an 87-year-old Alzheimer patient.
yeah,
Chris Nowitzki, he used to be a WWE wrestler too.
yeah.
He asked Chris's dad if he could have his brain to study.
Yeah.
And that was one of the first things that he discovers. Like he had the brain trauma of an 87-year-old Alzheimer's
It's
patient.
crazy, hey?
Just concussion
for
after
42
concussion.
years old,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like just nonstop concussions.
Yeah.
And, like it's sad to see like that is what happened, but I mean, like, we weren't there. We'll never know. But
No.
it's just crazy enough that like it's a guy from our city.
So
Like
it's nuts, and it was a big name. Like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people thought Benoit and think Benoit
Mhm.
was an amazing athlete, which he
Well,
was.
dude,
It's just a
absolute-
shame that that's how it
he's-
ended.
It's a shame that his legacy in the WWE. Will
Like he'll never
be
make it into
remembered
the
as a
Hall-
wrestler.
Yeah, he'll never make it to the
He'll
Hall
never
of
be in
Fame.
the Hall of Fame. I don't think they'll ever put anything listed under his name on the network.
No.
You know, like if you're smart and you know how, like before they changed the algorithms, if you knew his match card,
You
used
could
to
find
be
it?
able to find his matches by his opponents.
Ah,
by searching
okay.
them. But
Gotcha.
it was never tagged Chris Benoit.
No,
And then there
eh?
were certain things that they could just never edit him out of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
promos
sad
and
that his
whatnot.
legacy will never really be
No.
seen or remembered, and that's what Brett was trying to avoid
Yeah.
with that whole thing too.
Yeah.
That's why he buried the hatchet with Vince. And
Right? Because at the end of the day, like, Brett's looking at the end of the road and he's like, I want my legacy. I want to leave that for those
And-
behind me.
WWE owns the Stampede library,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just his library of all those old matches in the Stampede wrestling days that he's worried about losing.
Yeah.
It's everybody
Yeah.
else's, right?
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. He was just in Toronto for SummerSlam. He was wearing a Raptors jersey.
yeah.
He had they did a WWE line of Converse, and Brett had his own
Yeah.
Converse, his own
Yeah.
shoe. Yeah, seriously, it was black, and then it had like the bright
The
pink
heart?
Brett. Brett.
Yeah.
That was pretty
They
dope.
outline Brett with the shades.
Yeah,
that they
those
used to put on
fucking
t-shirts.
shades,
yeah,
man.
It'd be
so-
cool just to have that heart that they had for the heart attack on the side.
Right?
Yeah.
He has a store you can buy stuff from, but
Yeah, yeah. Hitman's got a store you can buy stuff with.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple little like collab deals as well.
with that Roots of Fighting, he had
Roots of
something.
Fighting, that shirt is amazing.
It's so
With
rad.
the
It's
the
fucking
Stampede
pricey, man.
Corral.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
He looks like a child.
Yeah.
But so the Twitchell thing. Why did you want to make a documentary on Twitchell besides the fact that it's crazy?
My buddy Bill,
Yeah.
in LA, he's got a gallery called Hyena Gallery.
Okay.
And he focuses on a lot of weird, funky art. But
Yeah.
if you follow him on Instagram at Hyena Gallery, he's got all these like cool true crime posts every day.
Okay. Yeah.
And some of them are like 7 posts long because he's just got so much info to get through and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was like, dude, you need to make a documentary about this because like you're so close to it. And like every time anybody mentions Edmonton, like in the movie industry,
Yeah.
they always think of that whole situation.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
Dateline and 48 Hour Mystery.
was a big
and,
fucking
like,
deal.
All of these like American media companies were coming up here to cover it. Well, we had a media blackout going
Yeah.
on up here. Like Fifth Estate couldn't do shit on it until after he was convicted.
Yeah.
You know, like it was nuts too. Like just like how much went into it. But if you're really interested in like the case, read Steve Lillabune's book.
Okay.
The Devil's Cinema.
Oh, okay.
Steve was the he worked for the Edmonton Journal.
Okay.
And he covered that case.
Really?
And his book is pretty in depth
Yeah.
on that whole thing. And that was like where I got a lot of my material for what I'm working on there too.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that you
But-
were in the garage. That it all went down.
Well, no, I was outside the garage.
You were outside the
and
garage.
from what I was after I made that post,
Yeah.
I've been able to find out who's renting it, and it's
Really?
a brother of one of my friends.
Okay.
So I'm working on getting into the garage.
That's nuts. That's
so if
cool,
I can get
man.
into the garage, that'll be cool. For
So will
like
this
that.
be the first major doc that you've done?
It'll be like a mini doc, yeah, probably
Yeah.
like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
Nothing too major, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like next to nothing budget I'm working on my own time.
Yeah,
right?
no shit.
So, but-
Passion project.
yeah, just doing it like for whatever, and it's just kind of like get it out, just get it done, and just be like, hey, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I'm done.
Like-
I've officially
Like,
washed myself.
Because
with
yeah,
this.
and like it's so weird because like that garage, like
Yeah.
one of the wrestlers that used to wrestle for me at MPW, he lived like 2 doors down from that.
That's nuts.
I like that was his parents' house, and he's
Yeah.
like, I was probably smoking a joint while that guy was getting murdered.
That's
walking my
fucked.
dog.
Nuts.
Like,
See, I'd bring that shit up on random thoughts. Like you probably fucking served the person their last meal
yeah,
and not
yeah,
known
last
it,
week there, and
right?
Like,
Yeah.
and like he was like, I probably was smoking a joint, walking my dog,
That's
right past this
fucking
guy getting
nuts.
murdered, or when he was getting cut up.
And you
I was
never
like,
know.
I was like, yeah, that is pretty wild to think
Well,
about it like
one
that.
of the random thoughts I had this week is you've probably been in the same room as a murderer that got away with it.
yeah.
Statistically, it's
Statistically,
probably
it's
happened
probably
at some
happened.
point in your life.
Mhm.
That's fucking nuts. So from Twitchell to doing that, so you keep bringing up wrestling.
Yeah.
You're a wrestling fan.
Oh, dude, I'm a mark for wrestling.
You're marked for wrestling,
Yeah.
so that's another passion project
Oh,
to
yeah.
do. So what do you do with the PWA? What do you do with the wrestling
With PWA
industry?
right now, I'm just doing Thad's video work for the Archer Report, which is like our weekly locker room report.
I don't want to get too much into that because I want to have
Yeah,
you with
yeah, yeah.
Thad here.
Yeah, yeah,
But
for
we're gonna
sure.
we'll so you're doing that.
Yeah.
So you're producing all of that. He's the character
He's
and
the host.
you're
He's the man of the show.
Yeah.
And then I'm just filming it all, and then we have an editor who edits those episodes.
okay.
And you know, our buddy Dave's putting those together, and because he knows the formula since
Yeah.
you know, I just started working with him when he moved over to PWA.
Yeah.
I used to work with MPW
Okay.
for a long time.
Monster
and
Pro Wrestling.
Monster Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was like bringing the MPW to the festivals.
So how do you fall into that? You're just going to the shows, enjoying the local.
It was
and
filming it. Like I was helping out with filming it because it was my friend Trevor Grimolfson at the time was kind of running MPW with Massive Damage.
What was on Access? Shaw Access.
They
Channel
run A
9.
channel.
They run A channel. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's how you fell into it, or
Yeah, and like when I was in with them, it was just after they had finished their TV kind of deal. So they
Okay.
were trying to get back on TV, and they were like, "Yeah, my buddy Trevor's like, yeah, you know how to use a camera? Come on down here, and fucking help out." Like,
Yeah.
And if you knew Trevor,
Yeah.
like he was just that kind of guy who'd just be like, "Ah, fuck whatever, just come and fucking film the thing here,"
Yeah.
and then he'd throw me $100 every time to come
Yeah.
and help out.
but
just
you get to
because-
watch shows for
and
free,
I
so
get
you're
to,
like, fuck
hang
it.
out, watch shows, get to know the guys and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you know, only watching like it on TV,
Yeah.
you know, and like getting to see it live, it's a different experience. But once you start to like see the boys and how it works,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a band,
Yeah.
almost like they're just fucking gypsies.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
You know, they're carnies.
Yeah.
They really are. Like a lot of that wrestling culture is based in carnival culture.
Yeah.
Like, all the war, like
traveling
the
show.
terminology.
Yeah.
Like marks. Like,
Yeah.
You know, carnies used to say, "Oh, like there's my mark. That's the idiot I'm gonna rob." Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
like,
take all of
it-
his
take
money.
All his money.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it's with them, it's like these are the idiots that think this is fucking real,
Yeah.
right?
And we're gonna have
But then
fun
there's
with
the
them.
smart marks on the internet too, right?
Yeah.
But you know, like, God bless some of the like wrestling fans that just love it.
Yeah.
Like, because
Oh,
if
yeah.
it wasn't for them, there'd be no show.
No, but
Right.
there's three major right now, right? So whoa, as I bump the table. So there's PWA.
Yeah.
Monster's not around anymore, is
They
it?
still are.
They are?
They're still running shows, and they just started running shows on the South Side now. I saw.
Okay.
They got a pretty decent roster from what I've been seeing on some of the guys.
Yeah?
Too. I've did a show in Red Deer with CWE, and they had a couple of Monster Pro Wrestling guys on it.
Okay.
And I liked what I saw with those guys, and they were great.
Yeah.
Great guys, great characters and everything, great gimmicks. So
So do you have any? Okay, just to take a break from the wrestling, do you have any like? What's the horror story? What band or like who was
The
the worst
worst.
to work with? Because we're coming to close to the end of the show, and I want to have you on again because I feel like we've just hit the ice, the
Yeah,
tip of the
like-
iceberg with your stories.
yeah.
But what's the worst experience you've had that you were just like that fucking sucked?
I
and it
won't
was-
work with this motherfucker.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah, really? Hey,
Yeah.
really?
And then it was like so sad because like last fall,
yeah,
my friend Danny Duggan from Winnipeg, CWE, he does a touring
Yeah.
show. Like he does 4 major tours every year. He's got a show next week here in Edmonton with Warlord.
okay,
And you know, he had Juventud, or he's coming with Juventud Guerrera, and he had Psychosis the last time.
okay, yeah,
So, you know, Danny's like putting in work, you know, and he was running a show in St. Albert with Brutus and stuff. And, you know, before all that went down, I was like texting him, like, "Are you sure you really want to book this one?"
Yeah.
Like, because he was a bit of a nightmare for me, and that was before he had knee surgery.
yeah. So he's just a Madonna
now he's not working.
Yeah,
Like, and with me, he was working,
yeah,
and he was just a nightmare. Like, I gave him his contract, I gave him everything. Like, this is what you're getting paid per day.
So you were booking guys
Like I was
too.
I was booking my card for the festival.
Yeah.
Because Sonic Boom and X Fest, I was getting paid to put the wrestling in between the bands.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, if you want me to put on a really good show, let's fly in some of these legends
Yeah.
to really attract people to the ring. And like, had my buddy
Was that the year the Descendants played? Sonic Boom?
No,
No, that was the
No.
year after.
that was the year.
Last Sonic, like the last Sonic Boom before they went to Field
The
Day.
first few Sonic Booms is when we had it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was so funny too because like first year we brought in Honky Tonk Man and Dan Severn.
Yeah.
Great. Like it was great
Fucking
until
Honky
the
Tonk.
last day. Honky Tonk Man, like God bless him. You know, we had their rooms at the Coliseum in because it was close because they didn't want to be too. He didn't want to be too far from the venue of the shows.
Yeah.
And we were running MPW down the street at the Alberta Ave Community Hall.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I got him the good rooms because I knew the managers at the Coliseum. And let's like face it, sometimes the Coliseum doesn't have the best reputation, but
No.
they got some great upgraded rooms there on the top
I feel
floor.
like the Coliseum's really taken a hit once Rexall
yeah,
is gone.
it did, and like,
'Cause
especially
I-
with Pinky's because like
Yeah.
that's where I was
Yeah.
managing too, and it was like so funny because like he just sat there all night after the festival, went to the liquor store in the parking lot
Yeah.
because his room was facing Rexall.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I used to sell out some bitch rings like this every night. Me and Hulk Hogan selling out arenas. It's like, no, Hulk Hogan was selling out the arenas, Roy. You were just the fucking mid card. Like,
Roy
I
have
love you.
it.
I fucking respect what you've done, dude. But
Yeah.
like, seriously, it wasn't you selling out these arenas. It
That's
was,
awesome.
and like Dan Severn, like,
Yeah.
you know, they're both flying to Arizona. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Dan's based in Coldwater, Michigan, but he went to college in Phoenix, and he has a house there, so he comes in all the time. And
Yeah.
Dan doesn't drink, doesn't do anything, and he's just like, Gavin, did you book me next to him? I was like, no. He's like, thank you. As long as I don't have to babysit him, I'm good.
We're good. Yeah.
Like,
I'm just gonna go
and,
hang
you know,
out.
like, it was just so funny because Dan was just like, I'm just gonna make sure he gets on through customs,
Yeah.
and then after that, I don't.
He's
know
your
him.
problem, Gavin. Yeah.
Like, I don't know him. Like, and I'm done at that point. I
Yeah.
just dropped him off, but I was like, I'm gonna stick around in case he can't get on this plane. But
Yeah.
Brutus was just every worst thing that could have ever happened. It was like
Aw.
Honky. I thought that was the worst with being drunk and dealing
Yeah.
with him. Not with Brutus, man. It was like we had bottle
Brutus
service
was the wrestler at
like,
this point.
on one of the clubs at White Ave. They like wanted us there.
Yeah.
Gave us like 3 bottles. He grabbed the bottle of Jack
Yeah.
and just sat in the corner, and like the bottle service girl's like, I have to pour it for you. He's like, no, you fucking don't. Like, he's just drinking it all, and then we're like, what the fuck?
Fuck,
Like, and then
yeah.
he's almost beating the shit out of some kids, like
Oh,
because like
man.
they were like trying to like sneak
Yeah.
a drink. I'm like, dude, just kick them out of the section. You don't
Yeah.
need to beat the fuck out of them. Like,
No, I don't think you realize it. I beat the
Like,
fuck out of people. That's what I
and
do.
It's like, and like, it was hard for me to even like be serious because I
Yeah.
got my midget wrestler, short sleeve Samson.
Yeah.
He's loaded on Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And he's picking people up. Like he does this thing where he'll like sneak up behind you and he'll just get underneath your legs
Yeah.
and just pick you up
And you're
Yeah.
done.
and
Yeah.
just stand up with you. And then he runs around the bar like with you on his shoulders.
Yeah, and you're trying not to fall.
And you're trying like not to fall off his shoulders, but he's just like, no, fuck you. You're going for a ride like
Yeah.
an ostrich right now. Like,
That's awesome.
so I'm trying to be like, no, you don't need to fight him. Fuck, what's going on? Like, midgets running around, and then we got Gangrel like sitting
Oh,
in the
fucking
corner,
dude.
and like he was
Gangrel.
like trying to hit on like 21-year-old girls. That was it. He's like, if they're 21, I was
Seriously?
like, he's like 21. That's it.
He's
Not
trying to add to
18,
his covenant.
Not 22. They gotta be 21.
21.
And I was like, I respect that. He knows
Yeah.
what he likes.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's like, well, at least they're legal. I was like, no, but it's 18 here. He's like, yeah, but fake IDs. I don't trust fake IDs.
And 21 gives you that bumper space.
Yeah,
but
but he
Gangrel,
was
man.
great, man.
I thought he was
Dave,
rad.
he was awesome, man. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was such a good worker too. Like,
Didn't he have Christian and Edge with him at one point too?
yeah,
Yeah.
He broke Christian and Edge in like,
Yeah.
the WWE, right?
Edge just showed. Was it Edge that showed up at SummerSlam last
Yeah.
night? Yeah.
Yeah, he went-
fucking speared Elias.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think he speared him. Yeah, I think that's how that went.
SummerSlam was a great time in Toronto this year. Like,
Yeah.
was cool seeing Mo Jabari from PWA. They're
Yeah.
walking Goldberg to the
That's
ring.
pretty
like,
awesome.
Shout out to Mo. That was pretty rad seeing some of the local guys.
Sweet,
So,
man. Worst bands you've worked with to finish the show off. Can you even say that, or can you lose your job? Because if you don't want to say it,
it's
give
not
yourself
that-
some.
No, we've had like some terrible situations. I mean, like I don't really want to say names, but like I've had some shitty situations.
Yeah.
Like
Where you're just like you question why you're doing
I
this.
had an artist complain like, you didn't get us fucking cocaine.
Oh, so that's
That's like a thing, though.
But,
Yeah.
But it wasn't a band you'd expect it from.
Really?
And then it
Was it
was like-
Creed?
No, no.
That's
Like
dope.
Scott Stapp, like, dude, like,
You have a Scott story?
No,
Oh,
I wish I
okay.
did. I wish
Cocaine,
I did.
hookers, and videotapes.
The only thing I got about like Creed is when I made fun of them with Scott McCord and Warren
Yeah.
on the Bear when they were doing like he's playing a vape convention, and then I called
Seriously?
in and like pretending I was some guy from Jersey, like, hey, I'll tell you how the show's gonna go. You with this Scott guy, huh? Like,
That's amazing.
yeah, no, but that guy's really hit the skids too.
So
man.
who's the band? Who's the band? You can tell us
I'll
off
tell
air.
you. I'll tell you.
can
Off
tell,
air.
tell
I'll
us
tell you
off
off air. But yeah, it was shocking.
Dude, cliffhanger for next time you're on
Yeah.
the show. Gavin, it's been a blast.
Oh yeah, thank
This
you.
is
It's
the time.
been a pleasure, my man.
Dude, the fucking hour flew by.
Flew.
We could talk for another
Gone.
hour, but
Yeah.
you know what? We'll save you. We'll save you for another show.
Yeah, for sure. I'll bring that in. Not next week, but the week after, maybe.
Okay, we'll figure that out after the show.
And you guys want to come to PWA this week, probably?
Yeah,
right?
when is that?
It's this Saturday.
Is it this Saturday?
Oh, I'm wedding.
You're at a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to my wife, but we're gonna talk.
We'll work
We'll
we'll work something out to get you guys to a PWA
Cool.
show.
We'll figure it out. But this is the part of the episode where you get to plug yourself. You get to let us know where we can find stuff
Yeah.
and things that you're doing. Promote yourself. a bit.
All right. So at @OnlyGavinEver on Instagram. You can follow me there. You can see all the pictures of all the scantily clad girls that I've been taking and posting there.
We didn't even talk about your photography.
Yeah,
that's
no,
another
it's-
time.
That's another fun topic, which has been great. Almost getting arrested outside. Well,
Is that hold on? Is that picture at the cop shop real?
that yeah,
That is
100%,
fucking
100%. And it was funny too because we had 6 cops come out. 3 didn't give a shit. They just stood there and watched. The other 3 came and like, we're getting calls about this. I'm like, are you
doubt
really?
it. I doubt it.
Are you really?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you can't do this here. Well, why not? It's a public building
yeah.
on.
I pay my
Like, and I
taxes.
pay my
Public, yeah.
taxes with, and I'm on the sidewalk, and I'm not really disturbing anybody. And he just was getting so mad that he knew that I knew he couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
He's like, just
They
just
hate
go.
that.
But the best was when he asked me, what are you using these for?
Yeah.
I was like, clout.
Yeah.
He's
Clout.
like, who's Cloud? like some French, like some creepy
My name
French
is Cloud. I'm taking
Like,
the pictures.
Yes, gotta take this girl down to EPS headquarter and take the picture of her looking like the hooker.
Whatever
know,
you
like-
say, Cloud.
Yeah, sure, Cloud. Like, and they were just like as soon I said it twice, and I was like, never mind, it's all good.
If you want to see the picture he's talking about, go to the @OnlyGavinEver on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else can we find you? Anything else?
Puck Hockey, PUCKHCKY.com. If you guys enter the link on your checkout of any of your orders over $100, you're gonna get free shipping, international shipping on that.
Sick. We'll
Oh,
tag
shit.
But
we'll tag
10%
them in this episode.
10% off on the Rink checkout code there for you guys as well.
Perfect.
Help you out with the exchange rate. I know it sucks right now, but we'll get the Canadian stuff sorted soon.
Okay.
And we're gonna have the new stuff with the new website, the Canuck Box, for all my expat friends.
Perfect.
And all of that ready to roll probably in the next couple weeks. So that website will be pretty nice to show
It'll be
off. soon.
clickable on the Instagram.
Yes, it'll be pretty nice to show off by then. So.
Sweet. Well, Gavin, it was a hell of a time. I can't wait
Sure,
to
guys.
sit down with you and Thad next time.
No problem.
Have some fun. So yeah, that's an episode. I'm Alec.
Jean Paul Ivan.
And I'm Gavin.
Stay awesome.
That was another episode of The Awesome Hour. You can get all our info at theawesomehour.com. Don't forget to rate and review us, follow our social media,
Really?
and leave a comment below. Stay awesome.
wanted Coke, eh? Just like weird old